I'm happy to share with you the new Instant Insight automated response feature. The new feature is available in your schedules, so whether you're editing an existing schedule that you've already got set up or setting up a new one, you will now be able to set an automated response that goes out to any recipients, whether that's clients or team members. It goes out as soon as they've responded to your survey. The new feature can be found underneath the scheduling section in a new section you'll find called Auto Email Response Options. What you'll find in there is the ability to select a question from the survey. So if you click on that, it will show a drop-down menu of all the different questions that you've got in that survey. You can do this with Net Promoter Score questions, radio button questions, 1 to 10 slider questions, or mood phase questions. And what you'll see once you select your question are all the answers displayed in tabs along the top here, and space down here for you to select what email text you'd like to go to them. Now this is dynamic because you're able to pick different responses based on the answer that the recipient gives. So if they score you on a Net Promoter Score question 9 or 10 and that they're likely to recommend you, you can thank them for their feedback, and you can actually ask them to leave you a Google review if they haven't already. You can do that by ticking this button here to add social media icons to the email. And what that will do is it will look at what social media icons should display to that customer or team member. So whether that's a particular Google review from a particular location, whatever it is that would have displayed to them in the actual survey itself, will display on the email that goes out to them as well. So you can choose the text and then choose whether that displays or not. On the other hand, if someone scores you 0 to 6 and they're actually not likely to recommend you, you can make the text different so that they don't get the same message. So you can thank them for their feedback, and you can tell them that a member of the support team might be in touch within the next 24 hours, for example, or whatever it is that you're able to promise them and would like to say to them if they leave you that response. So it'll work in the same way as normal in terms of actually adding people to a schedule. They'll receive the initial email with the survey, asking them to give feedback. So if we're doing this for an example of an NPS question, they'll receive their survey link, click to give you some feedback, and from within that, they'll get that NPS question. If they score you 9 or 10, they'll receive an email straight afterwards, which includes the text that you've given them, that you've chosen within that schedule. And also, if you've chosen to include those social media icons, you're going to get this option here for Google review, so that actually they can handily, very easily leave you a Google review if they didn't already do so within the survey. So it's another opportunity to capture that. On the other hand, if they score you 0 to 6, they're going to get a different email using that text that you've chosen again within that schedule for those people who've scored you 0 to 6. So this one, I've received this straight after I've received the survey, or straight after I've responded to the survey, telling me that someone will be in touch with me in the next 24 hours. So it's a really nice way actually to send your clients an email straight away as soon as they've given you that feedback, to thank them for doing so, before you can actually reach out from your human side of things to talk about the next steps, whether that's thanking them again, or whether that's reaching out and offering them further support based on their in-depth answers that they've left you in the survey. So to recap, you can find this new feature in your scheduling section. So if you go to view scheduling in your system, you'll be able to see a list of all the schedules you've currently got set up, and you'll be able to click on one of those and actually edit them to add in that feature. Alternatively, if you're creating a new schedule, if you press schedule a survey here, the option will display to you as soon as you've selected a survey. So if we do this with a different survey here, this membership renewal one, you'll set this up in the same way as normal. So you'll still choose your standard email wording. If you're using the nudge feature, you'll choose the wording for that. Then underneath down here, you'll see this auto email response options. You'll be able to select the question in the survey. And this one is not an NPS one. This is actually a radio button question. And you'll see here, the responses are obviously different. These are the responses that are set up for that question in the survey, but the actual way it works is the same. So you'll be able to select using these tabs. If they select renew my membership now, and you can type in exactly what you want that message to say, or if they choose arrange a phone call to discuss my options, again, you choose something different. So it's completely dynamic and based on what your customer actually responds with. If you've got any questions at all about getting this set up, or want help setting it up for one of your existing surveys, just speak with your local customer experience expert and they'll be happy to show you how it works and help you get that set up. Okay, thanks very much for watching.